Alright, so today I have swatches of the first part of the Essie Summer Trilogy collections. So I've been going back and forth about whether I wanted to do one large video with all three or three separate videos. And I've decided I'm going to do three separate videos, but I'm going to post them all on the same day, so you're not having to wait for the next one. I didn't want one really long one in case you're only interested in a few. So the first collection in the Summer Trilogy, which I guess is just three collections that Essie is releasing that are supposed to tie into each other. So the first one is the Gorge-ous Geodes collection, and these are 6 kind of neutral, earth-toned-ish holographics. These are available on the Ulta website right now. I think I got mine from eBay, so I know you can probably find them there. They're not on headtotoebeauty.com, which is where I would usually get things like this. They actually haven't had a new Essie collection since the spring, so I don't know what's going on with that. Trans Design, they were there, but they're mostly sold out. So I don't like suggesting Ulta because you're gonna pay more than you would at one of those other 3 websites, but they're not really anywhere else. I got my set off of eBay, so it was a little bit cheaper than Ulta. 6 polishes here altogether, and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Rock Your World, and this is your standard silver holographic. So these polishes all have your regular linear holographic, but they also have a little bit of a scattered sparkle to them as well. When I first saw photos of these, I thought that scattered sparkle was going to be glitter so that it would be textured and take some top coat to smooth out, but it actually dries completely flat. So those little scattered particles are flakies, so you don't have to worry about them being difficult to remove, and you don't have to worry about smoothing them out with top coat. And good formula on this polish. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. You can see that once it dries, that holographic is much, much stronger than when it's wet, and it does dry a little bit dull. Also, you might end up needing 3 coats, just depending on your application. I feel like it's really close to needing 3 in some spots for me. And when you put top coat on these, the top coat will dull that holographic back to what it looks like when it's wet, but after everything is completely dry, the strength of the holographic will come back. So that is 2 coats of Rock Your World. The next polish is called Of Quartz, and the color on this is a little weird. These are all really close to each other, like different shades of brown. This one I feel like is a almost reddy brown. It's like warm brown shade. This and the next one I don't love because I feel like they look a little bit muddy. The holographic is still really strong, but there's just something about like the color that looks a little dull to me. It might even just be that I don't like this color combined with a holographic finish. It's definitely a personal preference thing. And really good formula on this one as well. So again, the polish covers completely in 2 coats. These are all pretty much the same finish-wise, just different colors. So they're all going to dry dull, this one included. So you will want top coat to smooth that out. And of course that holographic will be much stronger once everything is fully dry, including your top coat. So that is 2 coats of Quartz. So the next polish is called Semi-Precious Tones, and this is another one that I feel like looks a little muddy. Again, I think it's just because I don't like the color combined with a holographic finish. Anyway, here it is next to the last one of Quartz, so you can see that this one is a little bit of a cooler light brown shade. Of Quartz actually looks very pink next to it, but there is a very pink one also. So, like the other ones, a little bit sheer on that first coat. I know Essie has had this wide brush for a really long time now, but it's so much better. And good formula on this one, same as all the others. So again, the polish covers completely in 2 coats, and you can see that holographic is much stronger once it's fully dry. And I'm really, really pleased that that scattered holographic effect is from flakes and not from glitter, because that just makes the whole thing so much easier. So that is 2 coats of Semi-Precious Tones. The next polish is a very rosy pink holographic. This is called Gorge-ous Geodes. I'm going to put it next to Of Quartz because I noticed that when I compared Of Quartz to Semi-Precious Tones, Of Quartz came off very pink. But here it is next to Gorge-ous Geodes, and you can hopefully see what I mean about Of Quartz looking almost a little bit muddy. The holographic is still really strong. It's not quite as strong and a little bit, like I said, muddy, kind of like watered down compared to other polishes in the collection. So this one is a little bit sheer on that first coat, but not as much nail line showing here as there have been in the other polishes so far. Really good formula on this one as well, and this is definitely my favorite. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. I feel like you might be able to get away with 1 if you really, really wanted to. Probably wouldn't suggest it, but it would be possible if you were in a real hurry, because there's enough holographic here to distract from the nail line, but you do get a better color out of 2 coats. And like the other ones, dries dull, but there is no texture associated with that scattered holographic that's in there. So that is 2 coats of Gorge-ous Geodes. The next polish is called Your Gem, and this is a deeper, almost purpley brown, but I might be making that up. So this one also covers really well on that first coat. It's a deeper color, so it's going to cover a little bit better. Not completely though. And good formula on this one as well. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. You can see that second coat deepens the color quite a bit as well. I also have way too much polish on that nail. And like the other ones, dries dull. So that is 2 coats of Your Gem. And the last polish is called Stop, Look, and Glisten, and this is a darker, smoky gray holographic. This actually feels like it has a little bit of a brown tone to it as well. A little bit sheer on that first coat. Good formula on this one also. Really no variation between polishes as far as the formula goes. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats, and the color does get a bit deeper as well. So that is 2 coats of Stop, Look, and Glisten. So Gorge-ous Geodes is going to be my favorite because it's that like rose gold, pinky toned holographic, but overall I really liked these. They were really good holographics, and I like that they used little flakes for that scattered effect so that they weren't gritty at all. I appreciate that. So that one is my favorite. So that is the Essie Gorge-ous Geodes collection and part 1 of the Essie Trilogy of collections for this summer. Again, part 2 and 3 are up right now as well because I did just put them all up at one time. So I'll link those in the description box in case you can't find them because YouTube can get weird. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.